Phoenix Fires 22 here, and today I'm doing a talk show. Welcome to Isabella's Talk Show, and I'm your host, Phoenix Fires 22. Today, we're going to be talking about princesses and all their duties. You're familiar with your classic Disney princess, right? But here's the truth. Disney princesses are fantasy characters. They're just fairy tales. And if you want to be a princess someday, think about all the responsibilities you're going to have. You need to look out for your people, you're responsible for your people, and you need to help your people. 3 main reasons. Right there. So, I'm going to show you a video on a YouTube channel called The Bright Side. And it's secrets that Disney World doesn't want you to know about Disney princesses. And by the way, I have Disney princess curtains in my room. So shall we begin?
The 10 darkest secrets Disneyland princesses have to keep. Wait, did we just use the word dark in the same sentence as Disneyland? The same Disneyland that's a magical, exciting place of wonders for both kids and adults alike? Well, for the princesses employed there, work can be pretty nightmarish. For people who walk around an amusement park for a living, being a Disneyland princess is no walk in the park. Are you ready to know what their life is really like? Then keep on watching. But before we put a damper on all the magic and wonder, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to be the first to see all of our updates. Number 10. They can't break character. This one might seem kind of obvious, but it's still worth mentioning. After the joyful moment when you've finally been chosen to be a Disneyland princess, you don't just start working right away. Before anything else, you go through a few weeks of character training. Even if you've seen all the cartoons with your character thousands of times since you were a kid, you've got to go through this step. You should be ready to answer any questions you might get asked. Plus, you shouldn't just look like your character, which can be achieved easily through the right costume and makeup. You should walk, talk, and act exactly like them too. Disneyland princesses also aren't allowed to reference any characters that aren't a part of their story, and they can't show that they know anything about life outside of the Disney World. All of this is done to make you feel like you're really meeting and hanging out with your favorite princess, making the experience even more marvelous and believable. Number 9. They can't have tattoos. Tattoos are such a popular thing to have these days that you'd think this rule would have stayed in the past. And even though I personally would love to see a BA-looking Ariel rocking some tattoos, Disneyland's current policy wouldn't allow it. Disney's website gives more details on the no-ink rule for their park employees, explaining that tattoos must only be done with the use of clothing or makeup when required for a character. As you can probably guess, any sort of body piercing, gauges, and disfiguring skin implants are forbidden as well. Of course, these rules apply to every Disney World worker, not just the princesses. Man, they should at least do one day where everybody gets a punk edit, don't you think? Number 8. They can't choose what princess they're gonna be. The audition process for becoming a Disneyland princess is incredibly complex and difficult. The most upsetting thing of all is that you can't even choose which princess to audition for. If you want to be a Disney princess, you have to do an open audition for any Disney World role, including princes, princesses, animal characters, and parade performers. One former Disneyland princess confessed that the audition process can take up to 8 hours and starts with grouping people based on their height, which should be between 5'3" and 5'7", body type, and appearance. Candidates then get eliminated based on what roles need to be filled, and the elimination process is pretty tough. One former Disneyland worker recounted how out of 500 girls who auditioned one year, only 3 were hired for a job. Plus, Disneyland looks for different princesses at different times, and that's why some people have to audition multiple times to get the part. You could make the perfect Cinderella, but won't get chosen because they're looking for a Belle. Plus, a person can only audition once a year, so it's not uncommon when an individual can't get the job for years. They definitely have more patience than I do. Number 7. They train to sign autographs. A lot of parents get their kids a special book for their trip to Disneyland so that they can get an autograph and a picture with their all-time favorite Disney princess. And Disney World is serious about making this experience as unforgettable and real as possible. All Disneyland princesses have to go through autograph training so that every signature looks the same. Another thing is that there's always more than one of each princess in the same park. But don't worry, Disney World has several protocols to make sure that the same princesses are never within close proximity to each other. Still, to make it look and feel like the real deal, they all should look very much alike and give the same character's autograph. So if you got an autograph yesterday and your friend got one 5 years ago, you can be sure that they're identical. Number 6. They can't post about their job on social media. Imagine becoming a Disneyland princess and putting your costume on for the very first time. Wouldn't you want to snap a pic and show all your friends and family on social media? Well, when you're an actual Disneyland princess, you can't do that. Disney has a sort of oath of confidentiality. That includes strict rules about their employees' social media accounts. To put it short, when you work at Disney World, you can't post anything related to your job, snap funny or fascinating behind-the-scenes photos, or even reveal what character you portray. It sounds pretty harsh, but if you think about it, it would kind of ruin the magic if you see these fairy tale princesses being just normal people. Of course, we know they're actresses, but we still want to believe the illusion, right? Do you agree with this rule? Or would seeing all the backstage stuff not be a big deal to you? Let us know in the comments.
So as you can see, this is kind of hard to do for most people. Especially people who believe that Disney princesses are real. But when they find out that their favorite fantasy character isn't real, tell them to watch this video and then so they can understand why. It was hard for me too when I had to realize this. Trust me. So, that's my talk show for today. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Bye, Phoenix Fighters. Hope to see you soon. In the comments. And don't forget to like the video on my talk show. And remember, tell everyone about Isabella's talk show on Phoenix Fighters 22 channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.